All right, hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Penetrate Your Brain, the podcast. I'm your host, Zombie Torres, with my good buddy Daryl King.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? So my buddy Daryl here is here because we talked about the Harley Quinn version of Joker, part two and shit. We both agree on so many levels, but before we go on, I just want to say there is going to be a bunch of spoilers. So if you don't know what the fuck happened, just shut off this podcast. So what did you think, first off?
I mean, the musical aspect of it, of course, it was going to be present and prevalent with Lady Gaga casted. I wasn't a huge fan. The storyline was alright. I really like how it was written. It's quite depressing, but very beautiful all at the same time. But I think there's more to it that people might not be catching, but it could just be me. I'm big in conspiracies and whatnot when it comes to movies and the paths that movies might be going or should be going or could possibly go. But yeah,
I mean, I agree because after you told me, I mean, that's the reason you're on here, because after you told me your theory, I was kind of like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I have heard people kind of like going down that road. But the one I heard was that it was the prequel to the Heath Ledger Joker, which makes no fucking sense because the timelines would be off. So
yeah, the timeline there would be really askew. And I don't know if that would match up.
Right, because like I said, I saw somebody on YouTube kind of like scratch the surface, but that was it. They didn't go into what you like mentioned, and like I said, your vision would be fucking epic if that's where they went. But from what I'm hearing and fucking reading online, it's like I don't think Todd Phillips wants to do any more fucking Joker movies. So
yeah, I don't know, man. It would be epic if my opinion, my vision, my thought,
your theory.
My theory would come to light if that is something that would be produced. I would be fucking mind blown, dude.
I agree. And before we go down that road, I just want to say that like I just read all the shit from the first Joker. And I don't know if you knew this, but the first Joker was actually made with, I've seen different things, 55 to 65 million to make the first one, and
wow.
And it grossed over $1 billion, where Todd Phillips took 100 million of those dollars. Now Joker 2 was made for $200 million, and thus far has only grossed 40 million opening weekend. So
wow,
and again, I read that Todd Phillips has no real
push or drive
to do part 3. As a matter of fact, I heard that this was his way of saying fuck you to the studios and the fans for pushing him to do a part 2, because he has no desire to continue the series. And that's what I heard he did with the Hangover series, that he was being pushed to do all the sequels. And
wow,
yeah. So I mean, and for those who don't know who Todd Phillips is, he's the guy that did Road Trip, Starsky and Hutch, Old School, Due Date, the Hangover series, War Dogs, which is one of my favorites, and obviously
that was a great movie.
Yes, War Dogs was a fucking amazing movie. But so let's go down with what you think should happen.
So when they first started talking about Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker, and there was all of this like, oh, what Joker is he gonna play? Is he gonna be, is he gonna be like the insane Joker? Is he gonna be like the crime boss Joker? Is he gonna be the failed comedian? And then it came out that he was playing, fake, the failed comedian. And I sat back and I thought to myself, I was like, that would be really fucking twisted is if Arthur Fick was only like the gateway, right? Like the like opening up a pathway for something little more sinister than what Arthur Fick is going to give us as Joker, because he's kind of simple and he's not really funny, and that was the whole plot and premise of him snapping and killing. But what if, in this sequel, there's this character that's always kind of in the background, and he's always got this really sinister, twisted grin on his face. And ultimately, spoiler alert, if any of you guys haven't seen the movie yet and you're planning on going and seeing it, you shouldn't listen. But ultimately, at the end of this movie, when that sinister bastard in the background shanks fucking Fick, and he sinks to the ground laughing, like, what if this movie or these two movies were just building up to give birth to what is going to actually be the Joker? While, yes, Arthur Fick, in his mind, his split personality is the Joker, but what if this is just giving inspiration to a complete maniacal lunatic actually taking on the personification of Joker? And, it's just basically like the prequels to a new movie series, maybe. I'm hoping. I don't know. Fucking, I could be wrong. Hollywood's a weird fucking bitch, dude.
No, but you're right. Like, when you told me your theory, I was kind of like, holy shit, I never thought of that. Because, I am usually the guy that will watch it. I mean, I am a movie buff. I'm sure, as you are as well. Where I can watch a fucking movie and I could tell what's going to happen before the fucking movie ends, kind of thing.
Right.
Because Hollywood has become so predictable, but then you have the few directors or screenwriters that kind of just like, fuck, didn't see that shit coming,
Right.
So I feel that if someone, again, I don't think Todd is going to do this, but one thing that me and my girl talked about was cinematically, it was a great visually masterpiece. I feel the first one was just a masterpiece in itself. But yeah, just the colors, the lenses they used, and the background, it's
the lighting and costuming.
Yes, like the costumes, like everything. I mean, fuck, there was like no detailed spared. I mean, even like the fucking the TV shop with the fucking where she breaks the fucking the window and takes that TV and shit. Like, that's how it was in the 70s and 80s, kids. So
walking by a window display with 20 fucking TVs.
Exactly. It's not like today where it's a big ass Best Buy, everything's like in the back and shit. But I think cinematically it was just a great fucking movie. But yes, the music, I'm not a big musical fan,
See, I'm fond of musicals. I love like Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my favorite creations to ever grace the screen.
Right.
Even better when it's live as a play. Without that movie, I actually probably never would have met my wife.
That's right. Yes.
But I do love musicals. I love trashy musicals. I love horror musicals. But this just seemed like a really odd fit.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. I think it's I'm one of those guys that, like, I'm real picky about shit. You're right. I totally forgot about Rocky Horror Picture Show. Another one that I actually did like, because my daughter told me I should watch it, was the Hugh Jackman one where he plays the circus guy.
The Greatest Showman, right?
Yeah, that one, I was actually blown away. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty fucking good. So yes, the are receptions to the thing, but you're right. But I mean, I feel like I kind of want to say the music was almost kind of forced, because I know that Lady Gaga wrote the soundtrack for most of the movie.
That's kind of weird, but yeah.
Yeah, because I saw something about how she wrote most of the tracks for it. But yeah, I mean, I got to be in the mood for a musical, you know, and I guess going to go see the Joker and it being a musical is kind of like, wait, this isn't what I signed up for, man. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, going back to like 1989 Batman, right? Where Jack Nicholson's very like singy, dancey, but it doesn't go into that musical quality. To have that like, I don't know, insanity where he's just like dancing along. The dancing scenes were great, but the whole musical aspect was kind of weird. Yeah, it was very forced. But if they had just kept it to like him dancing to like a background soundtrack, they could have played it off like it was just him like mentally snapping.
right.
And the music was just in his, I mean, the music was in his head, but like without him verbalizing the lyrics, I think it would have had more of an impact for me. But, you know.
Yeah, I can see how that worked. Yeah. So, like, all in all, what would you rate the whole thing? I mean, oh, but by the way, before you answer that, what did you think of the little cartoon that they showed in the beginning, the intro?
Fucking, that was killer, dude.
Right?
That, you know, I was like, wait, are we getting like a pre-movie cartoon?
That's what I thought. I was like, it was like kind of like back in the 80s when they showed like a cartoon before the real movie started, you know?
Right. And then it's like, oh shit, no, this is actually like the intro to the movie. That was kind of cool. I like how they've started incorporating quirky, like, actual drawing artistry into movies and videos these days. It's, you know, they kind of did that with like Beetlejuice, right? With the dad, because they, you know.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But
it's funny about that one. It's I love how, like, for an actor that wasn't in it, he was very
present.
Yes, he was very present throughout the whole fucking movie. Yes.
Right. So, but like, you know, movies have started to do that in TV shows like what's that? The show Evil on I don't even know what it's streaming on, but they do that like random, weird, like in between scenes kind of cartoon, comic-y, you know, changeovers and introductions to the next scene. I kind of dig it, man. It's pretty cool.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I have to check that out. So yeah. I mean, I know it's like one of those shows that like just I know it's there, and I probably won't get to it for a while. But then when I watch it, I'm like, why the fuck didn't I watch this? You know, like,
you're into horror. You should totally check that show out.
Or it's like, have you heard about that show From on MGM Plus?
No, I haven't, not yet. Yeah,
dude. Again, that's like we got that for another show, and then when that came on the thing, and I started on the you should watch this, and I watched it, and the first two seasons I was like, I'm like, okay, we got to keep it till the fucking third season comes out, then I'll cancel it. You know, so. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great shows a lot of horror shows out there. That I feel are not getting enough traction or fucking spotlight. You know, like even there was a show. I guess there was a show, a version of War of the Worlds that came out like 5 years ago.
Huh.
And it's a different take. It's not like what you're fucking used to, but it was such an amazing take on it that I was like, I fucking loved it. You know.
That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't want to get off topic here, but yeah, I mean, I feel that I feel that your theory would fucking work so well, dude, in this universe, and I hope somebody out there is listening and kind of like goes down that route. You know, I mean,
you know what's funny is they kind of. You remember the show Gotham?
Yes.
Cameron Monaghan's character played the not Joker, right?
Yes. He was also in The Walking Dead, by the way.
Right. So they were kind of, I feel like they were kind of leaning that way with that one too. But like Cameron Monaghan, I guess, said in an interview from what I was told that like they couldn't call his character the Joker because of some shit in the in-between. But like they were hinting and hoping that maybe it would develop as inspiration for, you know, a character called Joker at some point. I don't know. But like it's not a super original theory, really,
Right.
but like it would work so perfectly with this.
Oh, I think it would actually.
It would. It would.
It's whole yeah. Oh, and I just want to correct myself. I just realized that no, I was thinking about the guy who played the Penguin that was in.
Oh yeah.
Is my
Oh,
bad, my bad. Before I get any
that
shit,
that guy was great.
that guy was fucking great.
Yeah, yeah, really good.
I
No,
just started the first
Cameron
episode of.
Monaghan, the redheaded kid from Jedi Fallen Empire, and was like in Shameless, and
Yes, he was also in. He was also the little kid in Malcolm in the Middle. He was one of the kids with the mittens. I don't know if you remember that. So
that's funny.
yeah, dude, yeah, because me and my girl we watched it. I'm like, hey, isn't that the kid from Shameless and shit? So
That's hilarious,
yeah,
dude.
so but yeah, I mean, now that we're on the Batman's topic, have you started watching The Penguin on HBO Max?
I have seen the first episode. I need to catch up.
Okay, yeah, so I'm also on the first episode, but and have you seen the animated series that's on Prime, where the Penguin is actually like the character's played by a woman?
No.
Yeah, it's like it's a unique take on it, and I really fucking love it.
What's that one called?
Here, let me just take a look. It's I want to say it's gotta love the internet, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm literally like turning my Roku on to Prime right now.
Yeah, it just came out a couple. Let's see, it's a new Batman. Caped Crusader.
Kid Crusader.
Yeah, Caped Crusader. Yeah, it's like the Penguin is a chick. It's actually it's a different take on the Batman world and shit universe.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
I'm sorry.
I'll have to look. Oh, there it is. Yeah, perfect. Oh, it's animation.
Yeah, dude, and it's like dude, I fucking love Batman fucking animation.
All right, cool. I will check that out for sure, man.
All right. Let's see. Should we tell you? I mean, is there anything else that we need to tell the people about the new Joker?
I don't know. Like, I went into it with very low expectations because it was a Joker sequel, and I really thought that they kind of told a great story with the first one and didn't really necessarily need to go into a second one. But, I mean, they could have totally left it alone with the first one and been done with it.
I agree. I agree. And then, I mean, since we're doing spoilers, I felt that the ending was not what I expected. Like how we talked about. I feel that Harley abandoning him at the end was like was fucked up,
Super fucked up.
And
dude.
then we don't. Do they tell? I don't think they told us who blew up the courthouse, right? They never said who.
No, it was the fucking dudes that picked him up in the car because they were talking about.
Okay, yeah. See, I wasn't sure because I was like, wait, did they do it? Because like, remember like the way he was looking at the Joker, and he's like, wait, it was almost like, hey, is that really you?
Yeah, no, I think they solidified that in the car. Like when dude was like, "Holy shit, you actually did it!" Like.
Oh, okay, yeah. See,
But you're right, dude. That whole scene where Harley kind of abandons him and breaks his heart was.
Oh, and then when he,
unnecessary, dude.
And then when he does that, but you're pregnant, and what did she say? That's entertainment or some shit. I guess trying to say like, dude, I fucking lied about it.
That fake pregnancy crap, dude, just irritates the shit out of me.
Right?
It's like, dude, way to trap this poor bastard. Like, what the hell were you thinking?
Oh, and can I just add, the sex scene was just very
awkward and
uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, like he was the fucking victim, dude.
Right,
weird,
it's like you're forcing him to have sex with you. Okay.
Right.
And I guess the other thing was like I said, at the end of the scene, where the Joker is walking to go see his visitor. They never tell us who the visitor was, or if it was just like a setup.
I think it was a setup, dude.
Okay, yeah. See that's what I was thinking too.
I think the guards were tired of him talking shit in court, and the dude that wanted to shank him was like, "Yeah, let's whack him." And the guards were like, "Cool, we're gonna figure this out." And he'll be walking down the corridor, and boom.
Right, because one thing I do remember is the guard is like, "Come on, hurry the fuck up," and they're usually on his ass about.
Right?
Right, and then all of a sudden, fucker gets stabbed, and you just see a guard for like 5 minutes and shit, or
right.
Yeah, and then so I mean, I really hope to go down that road,
I mean, the likelihood, if this one seems like it's gonna bomb, really, so the likelihood of them pushing for a new movie would probably not happen. But they do like to redirect with bombs, and I think it would draw people back.
Yeah, and I feel like if the story gets out that it is like a prequel to the real Joker that we know and love, I think I think people would be like, okay, let's see what you got now, kind of thing.
It just seems super strange to me that they would go with such a weird, like, obscure, like, storyline for. It was just kind of an awkward vision to go with, and I really do hope that this ends up being like a prequel to the Joker.
I hope so too. I mean, because like I said, the first one was just, in my opinion, one of the best fucking movies I've ever seen.
It was great. Yeah.
And at first I wasn't gonna watch it, but then I heard someone on the radio talking about the scene in the subway and how it's about mental health and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, I gotta watch this. And then I watched it, and I was like, fuck, like that was intense. I mean, it was like. A friend
of mine told me it was a socio-political commentary about mental health, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go see that.
Right? Yeah, that's what I keep hearing too. And it didn't disappoint.
Right.
There are a few movies now that I'm just like, okay, that fucking just blew my mind. And Joker was one of them. It was one of the last few movies that I was kind of like, holy shit, like, I went in there fucking not expecting anything, and bam,
It was definitely a think piece for sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely, and I love how, even though it was in the Batman universe, it kind of wasn't at the same time.
It was, withdrawn, like its own independent entity, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But
you didn't need to know who the hell Batman was to actually get into the story.
Right, exactly.
It was great, yeah.
But then you meet fucking Wayne, Thomas Wayne and shit, and I'm just like, that guy's a dick. Hey, so you're rooting for the bad guy and shit,
Right, for sure. Yeah, Thomas Wayne's a douche, what?
It's like, who would have thought a rich guy from,
Yep, no shit, man. No shit.
But fuck, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, no, I mean, the movie was great for what it was.
I mean, like I said, if you like the first one, you might as well watch the second one.
I'd probably give it like a high 6, mid 7.
Yeah, the same. Because I know when we came out of the theater, I went to the bathroom, and my girl was outside waiting for me, and I guess the people that were waiting for their partners, like, had a conversation, and she's like, yeah, everybody was like, my movie sucked. So, and I, I'm a huge Slash fan from GNR, and I heard he posted something about, like, fuck the haters, it's a great fucking movie, and I told my girl, I'm like, dude, yeah, but he's probably friends with, like, half of those people anyway, he's not gonna talk shit about their movie,
I mean, I'll put it this way. I'm a member of A-List, so I don't really pay to go to movies anymore. I pay $25 a month, and I get 3 movies a week. But I don't know that I would necessarily pay another $25 to go see it. But being that I'm an A-List member, I would probably go and give another 2.5 hours of my life to watch the movie again. It was enjoyable. It was a great way to kill time. And it's not like I left going, shit, I want those 2 hours of my life back.
Oh, that's true. Because there are movies that I've watched that I'm just like, oh, fuck, that was a waste of time.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But yeah, this one wasn't. It was just more like, okay, well, I saw it. I
Right.
didn't like it as the first one, but I'm like, yeah, I saw I guess the end of the storyline, or however you want to put it.
And definitely, if they leave it at that, there's no fucking yep. That's definitely the end.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where,
Yeah.
like, when I watch the movies, I'm probably just gonna watch the first one and that's it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually was thinking about going back and watching it in the theater again in the next couple of days, just to see what I didn't catch the first time through. But I don't know.
Well, if you do, let us know and see if you change your mind on it, man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to change my mind. I don't think I'm going to change, my view and what I'm hoping for, obviously. But if I catch anything new, I'll definitely update you on it.
All right, man. So, I guess we'll leave it at that. And before we go, do you have any supernatural or ghost stories you want to share with us?
That's really funny, dude. So I've got a few, and really, I should probably talk to you about that on another episode that you do later down the road. I actually worked for a couple of venues, concert venues, that they've done like Ghost Hunter episodes and shit in, way before they did the Ghost Hunters episodes. But I will leave it with this. My wife and I both think that I am personally haunted by a female entity that is jealous of my wife, because it doesn't matter where we've lived or where we visit. Things that belong to my wife will randomly lift themselves off the counters and smash onto the ground. And I mean things like my wife had a Snow White fucking snow globe, or a Sleeping Beauty snow globe that just like lifted itself off the counter while we were sitting across the room and smashed on the floor.
Holy shit.
I'll have things that'll disappear, like my knife that I take to work will disappear, and I know it's on my belt, right? And it'll disappear completely, even the sheath. And then 2 days later, I'll find it like sitting on top of my dresser. And I've looked, yeah. So like, it's just really weird. Or doors in the house will open and close, or my radio will turn itself on to some stupid sappy love song, or shit that I would never fucking listen to.
All right.
So,
well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's a whole fucking episode in itself. But yeah, I'd love to schedule another show with you and shit.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And for those of you in TV land, his wife is my BFF's BFF. So
maybe we can delve into the club that I worked at that had a fucking boiler room in the basement, dude.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Yeah, we definitely got to schedule that one.
For sure, man. For sure.
So on that note, is there anything you want people to know your Instagram or anything at all, or?
So I've got an Instagram page. It's Inspire Rocks. I haven't done anything with it in a while, and I really need to get back into it. Basically, I paint a base coat, and then I temporary tattoo rocks, and I leave them around with my Instagram page.
That's right. I remember you used to do that. That's right. You're right. That's right. That's badass, bro.
It's been a little while since I've done it, and I really want to get back into it because it's something that I really loved. But it's Inspire Rocks, so it would be like IN. What is it? An underscore?
Underscore.
Spire, SPIRE _ rocks, and it's kind of a play off of Black Spire, Star Wars Land and Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Inspire until the spire, because the greetings and when you say goodbye, you say till the spire or whatever. Inland there. So I was like, I'm going to do these Star Wars rocks, and I'm going to leave them around Galaxy's Edge. Like, what would be a great name for a page? And I'm like, Inspire Rocks. So Inspire Rocks. 3 separate words.
That's pretty fucking creative, bro.
Yeah, dude. And, I do random, there's obviously, being that I'm using temporary tattoos to design these, they get pretty intricate and pretty detailed. They're kind of cool. I just need to get back into it, dude. I need to dive back into an artistic hobby of some sort.
Well, shit, I hope you fucking do, bro. So I guess that being said, we'll wrap it up. And again, you can catch our podcast in all platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and if tell your friends and follow our Instagram, which is Penetrate Your Brain Podcast on Instagram. All our other social medias are Zombie Torres or Zombie Torres Media, like YouTube, TikTok, etc., etc. But I'll put all the links on the video when I post this up. Well, other than that, I guess have a spooky season, man.
Hey, have a spooky season. Happy fucking Halloween, dude.
You too, bro.
We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, later.
Late.